guy's all right. You're all right. You're all right. And then they go to the ring, and Sheamus and Ziggler have a fucking phenomenal match.
Really?
Phenomenal. Like, these guys gave it.
See, I guess I'm forgetting...
And it's weird because it's main event.
Well, here's the thing. I guess I'm forgetting that Sheamus is actually a really decent wrestler.
He skinned the cat on the rope.
Really? How?
He was on the bottom turnbuckle.
Yeah.
And he skinned the cat to the top turnbuckle.
Jesus.
And jumped off and did a fucking...
Okay, I need to see this.
And he's done it before. He has done it before.
I've never seen it.
So, but it was a pay-per-view
That's impressive.
15-minute match.
Wow.
Even after that, and Sheamus won via countout because he hit him with the bro kick, but he fell out of the ring and the referee counted the 10.
Fair enough.
Because you can't have Ziggler get pinned.
No, you can't. You can't. Not in the position he's in.
No. But and the second match, because there's always a second match tagged on, Barrett versus Ryder, which I thought was going to be whatever.
Yeah.
Solid match.
Really?
They actually gave Ryder some time to get on Barrett.
See, I've always kind of said that. I'm not a big fan of Ryder by any stretch, but he does have potential.
Yep.
And I would like to see more out of him, but his gimmick sucks. And
yeah, unfortunately, he saddled with that gimmick.
And I don't think they're ever going to give him time because his gimmick is literally a gimmick.
Yeah.
It's just stupid.
He's like the Brooklyn Brawler, right?
Yeah.
Or it's just too gimmicky.
Yeah, just a little bit. And it's obviously it's out of date now.
Yeah.
There's no Jersey Shore, really. So...
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Else. But it was a solid main event for all out there. Please watch main event from this week. It was January 9th if you need to find it online. Please watch this main event. It was really good. But that leads to Raw. We did a little differently because Raw was a big
big.
And we're probably gonna be doing this for the next couple weeks.
Yeah,
we're gonna be doing it next week because next week's Raw is gonna be the 20th anniversary of Raw, so you know it's gonna be big.
That's gonna be huge. So we're gonna be talking about that for a while.
These Raws that are coming up are the reason why they went to 3 hours.
Yes. Oh my god.
This Raw was a tentpole Raw.
Oh Jesus.
There was the main event, there was the middle match, and then there was the promo battle at the end.
Ooh.
And there was some stuff in between.
There was some decent shit. Okay. It was alright.
We'll get to it.
Yeah.
But we'll start with the John Cena-Dolph Ziggler match. First things first, kudos to Mr. Jonathan Cena for inciting the best public thing anyone can ever do in a stadium, the wave.
The wave.
I
it was
love
awesome.
The wave.
Yes.
It only happens at baseball games nowadays, but the wave is awesome.
That was just fucking great. It was so stupid, and I loved it. I was just like, wow, this is dumb. But it's brilliant. It's so pointless. And it's being done on TV.
Yep.
Yeah, I loved
it was awesome.
Yeah.
Also, to note, Ziggler's in the Rumble. Cool.
Yeah. I mean, this was actually weird because this was one of the moments where I was actually rooting for Cena, which never happens.
Yeah.
But I was just like, you know what? He's doing all right now. And I think it's also because he knows that he's being overshadowed by what's to come by the end of the episode. I think he's just trying his best to be like, okay, look, here's where I am. I'm not the top guy right now because I can't be. So...
Damn it, sir, he wrestled so good, he wrestled his shoes off.
He did! He knocked his own fucking shoe off.
He legitimately wrestled his shoes off.
Yes, now, unfortunately...
It was a great match.
It was a great match. Unfortunately, Cena was still limited to being himself.
He did Super Cena.
I gotta take away what I gave him just because...
But that's not him. That's not his decision to be
and
Super
Cena. I gotta say, the false finishes... were phenomenal.
Yeah, the falsies
phenomenal.
Were great. They actually used falsies to a point where it wasn't like, oh my god, okay.
Yeah. Like, they did just enough.
There were some legitimate where you're like, oh shit.
Well, because you don't know, at this point, it doesn't really matter who wins, so it could go either way.
Yeah.
And that was interesting enough to keep you interested in the false finishes, because you saw that, like, Cena doesn't have to win. Ziggler could very easily win this match.
And he almost did.
And he almost did several times, yeah.
You know, like...
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, what was it when he pulled... I think he pulled him out of the... Like, Cena pulled Ziggler into the... What do they call his fucking move now? The attitude adjustment? Fuck off. He pulled him into it, and then immediately, you just said it, Ziggler sort of spun himself out and then super kicked Cena right away. That was... fucking incredible.
Yep.
That was a phenomenal move, and it was great.
It was a great match.
Great way to start a Raw.
Great way to start a Raw, man.
Yeah.
I mean, usually they don't start with fucking Dolph Ziggler versus John Cena.
No, but again, look at their place, right? It's where they are within the company at the moment because of what happens later. They have no choice but to be first fiddle at this point.
Second match was a Divas title match, Eve and Caitlyn.
Don't care.
I'll say this about Eve.
Yeah.
She's actually making me hate her as a heel.
Oh, yeah. She's doing a good job as a heel. Yeah, the running away.
Because I'm like, even I was just like, fucking, I hate you. Why are you running away?
No,
I was actually kind of pulled in as a mark for a second.
That's one of my favorite things a heel can do is just flat out walk away. Because eventually the face can't do anything. Because, and you saw it, who was the other one? Caitlyn. When Eve was starting to walk away, Caitlyn had to get back in the ring, or she was going to lose too. So she had nothing she could do.
Frustration, just like,
she's just like, shit, I can't do anything.
So you know this is probably going to lead to a no disqualification or a no count out
match. Yeah. So or it'll probably lead to with a no DQ, or if she walks away, she loses.
You know what? Kudos to Eve for actually being a solid heel diva, because we haven't seen one since Trish.
No, we haven't, and that's sad.
So. You know, Michelle McCool tried, and Layla tried.
They were okay. They
have been ones that have tried. I think was Victoria a heel? Victoria was a heel.
Victoria was a heel, but I mean that's the Trish Stratus days.
Mickey James, crazy Mickey James.
Again, Trish Stratus days.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, it's not. Yeah.
Even Caitlyn are probably actually two solid workers.
Well,
as far as the Divas division, they can actually put on a really good match.
Fair enough.
So, you know, I would even look at Caitlyn and look at her as a more muscular Trish Stratus. She could be their muscular Trish Stratus. I've never really heard her talk.
I can't use Trish Stratus in that same sentence with anybody, any
if
female
you give her
in
time,
the WWE right now. I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know.
But either way, it was actually a really good ending.
All right.
Then they did something crazy with that Santino spot with Steamboat.
Yeah.
And Barrett, and I'm just like, I don't give a fuck about Santino Marella right now. You need to leave.
Yeah.
Because Ricky Steamboat and Wade Barrett are having a conversation. Santino, you need to shut the fuck up when grown folks is talking. Alright?
I pretty much had the exact same thought. I was just like, why is Santino in this?
Like, take your little fucking sock puppet and go away. I love Santino Marella.
Yeah.
He's funny. Anthony Corelli's a great wrestler.
Yes.
But you need to shut the fuck up when grown folks is talking. This is Ricky fucking Steamboat here.
I know. It was just like, why? Okay, Santino, yes, you can be the avatar and be the wrestler right now, but can you just step out of frame for a few minutes and, as you said, let grown folks do what they do? Because, that was not... as soon as I saw Steamboat, I'm like... Wait, they're gonna... Oh, okay. All right.
And then Steamboat...
Let's see what happens.
And then Steamboat just like, he's gonna see how much fire this dragon has left. I'm like, WrestleMania 3, I love you, Ricky Steamboat!
Hey, they mentioned WrestleMania 3 too. I mean,
that's
what everyone mentions, though, in all fairness, because that was one of the best matches in history.
It was so good, and we'll get to it, man.
Yeah.
Orton got interviewed.
Yeah, don't care.
And this was the beginning of maybe the worst night in history for 3MB. Which will now not be known as 3 Milton Bradley.
How can you know?
They will be known as 3M Bieber, as Sheamus affectionately called them.
Yeah. All right.
So 3M Bieber's in the Rumble.
Yes.
Hey, good for you guys.
Yippee!
Hope Owen pulls them in their Royal Rumble pool.
Yeah. I gotta say though, they have the. No, never mind. I was gonna say
they're
that they might
workers.
Well,
they're mid-carders.
Well, yeah, there's no question about that. But my main thing is, because I've mentioned this before, my favorite thing to see faces do, and they're not really faces, but they could still do it too, is in a Royal Rumble or a situation where faces have to fight each other, where instead of some misunderstanding, just when they know they have to fight each other, they just shake hands and go at it.
You think they'll do that?
There's a chance, but I have a feeling.
No, they're heels.
There's gonna be some quote unquote misunderstanding, and they're gonna fight each other.
Yeah. So we're gonna have Heath Slater versus Randy Orton. Whatever. Is, you know what? Say what you will, but that's Heath Slater fighting The Miz on SmackDown, and Heath Slater fighting Randy Orton on Raw.
Oh, Heath Slater's getting the push. I'm happy with that.
And he got 3B had a really bad night on Raw, but Heath Slater's getting an up in competition. That's
good.
Something.
That's good. Him. I mean, they need good heels, and he's decent.
Yeah, he's a decent.
He's a
you
decent
can
heel.
hate him.
Yes,
he can get heat.
Yes, he very much can, and you've seen it. I mean, I'll never understand why the fuck Orton's a face, but
that's probably going to change soon.
It's got to. Orton is a terrible face. He's a good heel. Well, he's a decent heel. Let's not go good, but he's a solid heel. Yeah. I mean, he's boring, basically. He's a very boring face, so fucking stop it and make him evil again.
So that led to the second match of the night, which was Team Hell No versus Rhodes Scholars, and they did the knee angle with Brian, which was good, yeah. And they gave the Rhodes Scholars the win, and now I'm hearing they might make Rhodes Scholars versus Hell No at Royal Rumble for the tag titles.
I almost guaranteed that was happening.
Once again, we'll say this week in, week out, Damien Sandow needs to get away from Cody
and
Rhodes.
Unfortunately, with the Royal Rumble match looming, because again, you know it's going to happen. I have a feeling they're going to put the fucking title on Team Rhodes Scholars, and I don't want that.
And that
saddles them together for at least a little while, at least for another pay-per-view. Because you know Team Hell No is going to have a rematch.
Yeah.
I don't want this. I really don't want this. Sandow is so fucking good, and he's saddled with that retard.
No, FYI. New DLC packed out for WWE 13. Sandow and Cesaro. Awesome.
Is it really? So they made up for the Ryback debacle?
More than enough.
Excellent.
But getting away.
Yeah.
Moving back. Match number 3. The match is becoming fast and furious at this point. Orton versus Slater. Obviously, Orton won pretty quickly. The R&B got their ass kicked. Yep. But still, Heath Slater's still getting it up in competition, and that's something. That's
good
something.
Enough. That's good enough.
That's something. Next match was Santino versus Wade Barrett. Who cares? Barrett won. Ricky Steamboat took his jacket off, and I'm like, oh.
Something's going to happen here.
The Dragon's getting angry. He's going to blow fire. So this fucking better lead to a goddamn Ricky Steamboat Wade Barrett match for that fucking pelt.
It fucking better.
And I don't care if Ricky Steamboat gets beat. I don't care.
No. If he doesn't get beaten, it'll be shocking, but I need to see it.
Yes.
I want to see another Steamboat match for the love of God.
Because if Steamboat Jericho from 2-3 years ago proved anything, Steamboat can go every few years.
And here's my thing, okay? Any of you listeners out there who are maybe Justin's age, and Justin's a freak, so he's seen everything.
Bullshit! I know Ricky Steamboat. If you don't know
Ricky Steamboat, said you're a freak. You know everything. But if you're his age and you've never seen his match with Randy Savage at WrestleMania 3, do yourself a favor. I don't care how you do it. I don't care if you have to legally download it. I don't care what you have to do.
They have it on the Macho Man DVD.
I know.
They probably have it on the Ricky Steamboat DVD.
I don't care what you have to do. You need to see this match if you want to see what a perfect wrestling match is.
What art?
Yes. It is one of the best matches in history. It is unfucking believable. It is the reason why any of us would be wrestling fans is this match.
Even with the BS ending?
Yeah, but if you know the storyline, the BS ending made sense.
I know, with Animal and everything.
But you need, okay. Yes, ignore the ending, then.
Context is everything.
Yes, that's a thing. But the match itself, not necessarily the ending, but the match itself is just poetry.
They use falsies as an art form, basically.
Yeah, they could have done 3,000 and it still would have worked because of the fact that they were just that damn good together. Yeah. And Macho Man, rest his soul, probably never had a match that good again, unfortunately. I wouldn't say. No. I mean, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to. That's what I mean.
To be fair, his competition after that was like Hogan and Warrior.
Exactly. So he did the best he could. Although he did have a good match with what's his name, Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
But again, Jake the Snake.
Not
if you've
Ricky
ever seen.
Steamboat.
Yeah. If you've ever seen Jake the Snake.
Not Ricky Steamboat.
Yes, but if you've ever seen Jake the Snake, he's the only other guy who could give him that competition, considering who he was wrestling afterward.
So,
and I love Macho Man. Don't get me fucking wrong. Macho Man is one of my favorite of all time. So, just putting that out there. Anyway, moving on. I digress, but how could I not? It's fucking Steamboat.
Sorry for the sneezing, folks. I'm kind of stuffed up right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of dust running around here. Running around parts unknown for the moment. Sorry.
Anyways.
Cleaning stuff up.
Fourth segment? Only the fourth segment. TNA, only the fourth segment. Hello.
Just saying.
On a 3-hour show, no less. So it's even more time.
They're doing well.
Either way. Sheamus interview. This is where 3 Bieber comes in.
Okay.
We find out that 3 has a lead singer.
Yeah.
Lead bass.
Yep.
Lead guitar or sitar.
Yes.
Whatever.
No drummer.
No drummer. What the fuck, man?
And I'm sorry.